Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for joining. Let's have a look at the disclosures first. Welcome to our the watch list program on April 2022. Thanks a lot for joining. And today we will go through the market review. First of all, I will go to the watch list that we created yesterday in our Google Sheets. So those who have joined yesterday and watched our video for 21st of April, you will notice that how to create a Google Sheet based watch list on the fly, basically for your day-to-day purposes. It's a completely free tool available for you. And I explained how to create a working watch list for your stocks and ETFs using Google Sheets as a simple technique. That's nothing new. It has been there for years, but I thought that it's just important and helpful. Okay, so I created this watch list yesterday, and I will add some more stocks that we discovered yesterday and noted that they would be part of our watch list. Okay, so the first one that I would like to add is Qualcomm from yesterday, then AMD, then IBM, then Applied Materials, AMAT, then Micron Technology, then Fortinet, FTNT, then Workday, then Arista Network. All these stocks we identified yesterday, and now I'm just adding to this watch list. NVIDIA, Enphase, and AKAM, DocuSign, CRM, Salesforce, Accenture, Amazon, Google, and one more stock I would like to add, which I did not discuss yesterday, but it's my personal favorite based on their products and services, and that's called Oracle. So we will add the names later on, but at this moment, what I want to do is I just want to copy all the formula from the previous row and copy them to all the stocks that we have added today in this sheet, so that I get the updated listing. As you can see, most of the stocks are in the red today because the market is in general down in both all the indices, actually, S&P 500 and NASDAQ, Composite, and Dow Jones. So let's have a quick look at the market first, maybe what's happening in the market. If I go to the indexes, so here, as you can see, S&P 500 is down by 110 points, 2.5%. NASDAQ is down by 332 points, another 2.4%, and Dow Jones is down by 873 points, 2.5%. Sorry, NASDAQ Composite is actually below 13,000. That's 12. It's 2.3%. So it is down by 311 points. So this one is a different one. This one is a stock. This one is not the index. The index one is this one, 12,860. That's right. Okay. So let's have a quick look at the stocks in general. I was looking at Oracle. Oracle is down by it is down by 3.76%. I'm using a different template of the chart here. I'll come back to that later on. In terms of AT&T, which announced the results yesterday, today the stock is down by 3%. So that's really brutal in terms of like AT&T results were pretty good yesterday, and actually the stock was up yesterday significantly, but then today in general, based on the market conditions, the stock is down there. So let's have a quick look at all the other stocks that are available as per our watch list. So let's go to the watch list here. Let's start with Netflix. Uh, Again, Netflix is down by another 1.5%. As you can see, for the last few days, Netflix has been hit bitterly, hammered really based on their earnings they reported on the 19th of April. And since then, and for the last 3 days, it has been hammered like anything. Apple is also down today. It is down significantly by $3.50. Their results is due on 29th or 28th, I think, 28th of April. But today it is down by 2%, and it has gone below 165 level. That was, I think, a major, not a major one. There was a support level at 165, I would say, but at this moment, it is down. It has broken that level of 165, and the next support level. I'm not sure. Maybe 150. 150 is a significant support level. Even I think 155 would be a strong level. 155, there are a few touch points there. So 155 would be a support level there. Analog devices, ADI, it was not selected by our list that we filtered yesterday or day before yesterday, but still it was in my watch list, so I'm just discussing that. Tesla had a stellar earnings report, but after that it is down due to general market conditions. Today, Berkshire is down by 1.6%. So Berkshire is currently at 50 days moving average, EMA, 50 days exponential moving average. So it has just touched on the low 50 days weighted moving average. So that would be interesting to watch whether it breaks through the 50 days moving average or not. Overall, it is still bullish on a long-term basis. I would say it is still above this trend line that I drew some time back. So I would still consider it is bullish, and there is a possibility that it will bounce from this level. But this movement is, or the correction is not for a particular stock. It is in general because of the market conditions. And the market conditions, as you can guess, it's mainly due to the concerns regarding the inflation and the statement given by Mr. Powell yesterday at the IMF meeting that Fed is expecting to increase the rates by at least 50 basis point in the next month's meeting. So that was a kind of a confirmed announcement, you can say. He discussed that at IMF level, and he discussed it in a very assertive way, that is the only choice that is available to Fed to tame the inflation at this point. So that is something is driving the market down. Majorly the stocks in Nasdaq, and of course in Dow and SPX as well. Okay, so the Visa is down by 2.9%. JP Morgan, let's see, it is also down by 2.25%. So JP Morgan is already significantly down throughout this year. and since last September October period, so it is significantly down, and it is definitely in a bearish territory, bearish zone, or bearish pattern, you can say. Mastercard is down by 2.8%. Again, it is breaking through the 50 days weighted EMA, exponential moving average. Bank of America is also significantly down. Wells Fargo is down by 2.28%. Morgan Stanley is down by 3.5% after the announcements of results a few days back. Blackstone is down by relatively less, 1.15%. Charles Schwab is down by 3%. Amex announced their results today. Please look for our other video just published in YouTube. Also, you can follow in our social handles the results that we have published for American Express and SAP, the software firm, SAP technology company. Citigroup is down by 2.2%. TFC is down by 1%. Qualcomm is down by 1.4%. And AMD is down by 1.2%. IBM is relatively better, much better actually. They touched recent highs at 142 almost touched the previous high there because of a stellar result. So that was a couple of days back. Applied Materials is down by 1.6%. Micron is down by 1.4%. Fortinet is down by 4.2%. Workday is down by 2.6%. Arista Networks is down by 1.1%. Dell Technologies is down by 1.7%. NVIDIA is down by 2.5%. FinViz is down by 1.2%. Yesterday, FinViz was down significantly, around 12%. Akamai Technology is down by 1.96 or 2%. DocuSign is down by 1.3%. Salesforce is down by 2.6%. Accenture is down by 2.6%. Amazon is down by 2.2%. Google is down by 4 percentage points. Their earnings are going to be announced on Monday. So before that, they are significantly down, and it has broken through the major support level at 2,500 probably. So if you can see it here, there was a major support level at this point. So there were all these, if you consider this all as a band and this particular level, so there are multiple touch points here definitely, and 2,500 was a significant level. So that has broken through today, and it is broken through significantly. Let me check if there is any news there. For Google, there's some insider sell. You know how much it is correct, so I don't need to comment on that. Okay, so Google is down. Other than that, SAP, today they have announced the results. It's down by 1.7%. It was not very impressive as such. Overall, it was all right. The company is growing, the business is growing, and overall, it is positive. The earnings were not as expected. That is the concern. Oracle is down by 3.5%. So when is Oracle's earning? They are probably a bit away. So that is fine. Oracle. I think relatively Oracle is doing better in terms of other companies, software companies. Um, uh, their software is very robust and good. So I personally, I know there is no problem with their product and the company and the business model. It's just a matter of time. It's a tough time around, so that's a concern. And one of the concerns is that they have recently acquired one company, Cerner. Um, I think that settlement is pending. Let's quickly have a look at Cerner Corporation. So they are constantly maintaining that price because Oracle is going to pay $95 to the shareholders of Cerner. So that share price is constantly at that level. But at the same time, for Oracle, because they have to pay the money, and excuse me, and probably they have to pay the money in cash by taking loans. So obviously, there is more pressure because the rates are going to increase now. Okay, so that is a quick browse through about the stocks in our watch list. I would also like to add to some of the stocks that we have. So let's do that. Okay, so again, I go back to that platform, FinViz, which we discussed day before yesterday in order to help us in building the watch list. So I will go to the screener of FinViz once again, and I'll select the country as US, and I will select a new sector today. Let's say basic materials. Okay, I'll select the market cap as plus large, like so more than $10 billion. So there are 28 companies there, and I will not add all of them, but definitely I would like to add Alcoa, which is double A. Um, Albemarle, ALB, Albemarle Corporation. So that I used to trade last year. I traded that company even last year. But at this point of time, let's have a look. I'm not very sure. Maybe what we can do is we can add some other criterias, of course, optionable. Price is more than over, like $1, and let's say fundamentals. Earnings per share growth of over 5%, earnings per share growth of over 5% next year. So that brings us to only 10 stocks, and Alcoa is not there. So this is interesting. Let's follow these companies, and if required, we can add other companies later on. But this one looks better. APD, Air Products and Chemicals, AVTR, CTVA, DD, ECL, EMN, FMC, PPG, RPM, VMC. So we will add these companies in our charting tool, and then we'll have a quick look. So first of all, we have APD. Then AVTR, Avantor, then CTVA, Corteva. I'm just quickly adding them so that then I can have a look at them. ECL, and also that, so that I don't lose them. EMN, Eastman Chemical Company, FMC, PPG, RPM, VMC. Okay, so I have added these companies, and now we'll go to have a look at them individually, one by one. Okay, so APD, Air Products and Chemicals. The stock is down by 2.7%. Their earnings are due on 5th of May. I'll just quickly note that. AVTR. So at this moment, probably I will wait for the results. I normally do not trade them before immediately the earnings, unless it's an earnings based strategy. So Aventor is 28. That's why it's a bit difficult, trading at this point of time, because there are so many companies which are going to announce their results in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Corteva is down by 4.5%, and their earnings are due on 4th of May. DuPont, again, DuPont is down by almost 3%, and their earnings is due on 3rd of May. So I'll not take any further action because it's but I think it has broken through the support level there. Yeah, it's a major support line there. Yeah, so that could be something significant. So I'll just put the line here as a reference and then see what's happening. So that's DuPont, ECL, Ecolab. Their earnings is due 26th. Let's see what happens in the earnings. There's no point discussing now. FMC Corporation, it is down already by 3%, and their earnings is on 2nd of May. So ENN. Eastman Chemical Company, that one earnings is 28th. ECL was on 26th. And other than that, we have got PPG, PPG is down by, well, it's just flat if you compare with yesterday. If you compare with yesterday, it is actually positive a little bit. It's flat. But this looks interesting. Their earnings was on 22nd of April. PPG Industries. What was the earnings yesterday? It is in general positive. Okay, that's why it's not down that much. Look into RPM on 1.5%, and VMC is down by 5.2%. So VMC earnings is on 5th of May. No, 4th of May. Whereas PPG (21st of May, 21st of April), and RPM, their earnings were on 6th of April. Yeah, so we can do a trade on RPM International. Yeah, but I'll not enter a trade today. Yeah, because of the general market conditions. I don't want to go against the market. I want to go with the market, with the trend. I'm not going to, fight against the market. Anyways, we are not discussing taking the trade here. For that, we have our live trading sessions. This session is mainly for to manage the watch list on a day-to-day basis. So I will add those stocks in that Google sheet that we discussed today. And thanks a lot for joining in. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel if you like our video. I'll try to make it a little more exciting from next week. Let's say what we can add there. But please do keep watching our videos, and of course subscribe us, and also you can follow us in our social media icons or social media platforms, all the Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Thanks a lot for joining in, and see you next time. Thank you.